get all this stuff situated for you guys. As you look on board with the number 7 of Travis Wall. Travis Wall is out here practicing. These guys are practicing Nicholas Maynard throwing down donuts here on the pit stretch. As we get ready to qualify, folks, here in the MRL Gen 6 Jerky Turkey 200, live here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. As you guys start to sit in and join in the live stream, these boys get ready to go out here and start turning some qualifying laps for you guys. We appreciate you joining in the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Continue to look around as we got a bunch of guys out here, about 9 drivers tonight. Thanksgiving week for the Jerky Turkey 200. Stay packed. We'll be starting the green flag and qualifying session very soon. We look on board the number 13 from Goldsboro, North Carolina, John Smith. Comes off turn 2 down the backstretch, hauling ass. Trying to work in and dial in that car. You see above you on the top, Chase Johnson is the fastest in practice. Practice session will end now. John Smith will find himself in the 2nd place spot. We'll pull up the practice results while these guys get ready to go qualify. Chase Johnson wins practice. John Smith in the 2nd place spot. The Booty Scoot Racing Machine, the 02 of Nicholas Maynard in the 3rd place spot. Tony Cook in the 4th place spot. And we'll go to qualifying practice. Qualifying session, excuse me. We'll see which one of these guys are going to be the first one out there tonight. Who's going to be our first taker here in the Jerky Turkey 200 in the MRL Gen 6 Racing League? Live here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. See if we can't get somebody out here. Looks like Nicholas Maynard will find his way out on the racetrack. From Welford, South Carolina, the 22-year-old Nicholas Maynard rips through the gears down the backstretch going into turn 3. Trying to get some heat in those tires, ladies and gentlemen. You want to find yourself trying to load to the bottom. You don't want to overdrive the corner. Don't want to cook any of your tires here early. Nicholas Maynard will come to the green flag to start his qualifying lap. Nicholas Maynard is under the clock. Nicholas Maynard into turn 1 and 2, nice and easy, trying to give it everything he's got. Want to put down a solid lap, but is it a first lap hot lap or a second lap hot lap? We're finna find out. We're right on board with the 02 of Nicholas Maynard as he dives into turn 3. Nice and easy on the wheel, easy back to the throttle. You see him working around turn 4 here. Off turn 4, gets a little bit loose, but he'll save the race car. Got to gather it back up. He'll come for a second lap. Nicholas Maynard will rise to the top of the board. At this given moment, Nicholas Maynard diving in the 1-2 for his second lap. What can he get? Nicholas Maynard into turn 3 and 4 for the final time. Trying to put down a hot lap. Keep himself on the pole right now. That's where he sits. Chris Nady right behind him. Bobby Kyle to the top of the board as you've seen up there. Nicholas Maynard off turn 4. Where are you? 2nd place. We look up more. The number 4, Kevin Tonkos. He comes out for his. Hawthorne, New Jersey, stand up. Kevin Tankos, excuse me. His number 4 Budweiser machine will take it to the 5th place spot on the bottom side of the racetrack. Pull up his telemetry, see if we can't get a trace of what's going on inside of that race car. You see his hands on there on that steering wheel. Kevin Tankos, got to get that one right on the bottom side of the racetrack. Coming for the final time. Where will he land? Kevin Tankos to the 3rd place spot. Showtime Chase Johnson. We catch the backside of his lap. We'll ride to the top of the board. Chase Johnson from Greer, South Carolina. On top of the board here right now. See if we got any more folks out here. Anybody else? Anybody feeling groovy here tonight? We'll pull up what we already have, ladies and gentlemen. This is as they run right now. Showtime Chase Johnson is the leader. John Smith and his number 13 machine in the second place spot. But I believe Bobby Kyle will start in the second place spot if I'm not wrong here. I think his lap's posted faster. Need to update this score sheet here. Kevin Tanko's in the fourth place spot. Nicholas Maynard. We starting in the fifth place spot. Travis Wall as well. Don't have a very big field out here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. These guys don't have a very big Cup Series league, but ladies and gentlemen, that's what we're here for on live on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. This is a free to race, free to join iRacing league. Make sure you guys go out there and send them an invite. Leave a comment right here in the comments section. I believe Madness is in here. Make sure you guys go ahead and give them a follow, give them a shout. They'll get you added in, ladies and gentlemen. We get ready for 100 laps of action-packed racing here at the New Hampshire Motor Speedway in Loudon, New Hampshire. We'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you guys joining in here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel, live from the New Hampshire Motor Speedway here in Loudon, New Hampshire, on the MRL Gen 6 Jerky Turkey 200 here on this beautiful Monday night for the Monday Night Madness, the Madness Racing League Series. As these guys have just finished up qualifying, just hopped inside of their race cars. Excuse me. As the Jets fly over here, these ladies and gentlemen, we got 100 laps here tonight from the Loudon Motor Speedway. See if we can't get some of these guys on poles. See if we can't see some of these beautiful race cars. And get an official starting grid. Let everybody load in here. We'll go ahead and start it off, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining in on the Booty Scoot Racing channel, live from the New Hampshire Motor Speedway for the Jerky Turkey 200 in the Madness Racing League Gen 6 Series. Tonight's pole leader from Greer, South Carolina, driving the number 78 Chevy Camaro, Chase Johnson. Starting on the outside pole, the number 13 Chevy Camaro from Goldsboro, North Carolina, John Smith. Rounding out the third place spot tonight from Martinsville, Georgia, driving the 777 Bobby Kyle. Rounding out the fourth place spot tonight, driving his Chevy Camaro, the number 4 car, Kevin Tankos. Starting in the fifth place spot, driving the number 2, 02 from Welford, South Carolina, the kid, Nicholas Maynard. Starting in the sixth place spot tonight, driving his Ford Mustang from Pilsner, South Carolina, Travis Wall. Starting in the seventh place tonight, driving the 222 Chevy Camaro from Indiana, Chris Knighty. Rounding out the eighth place spot tonight, driving the number 33 Home Run Cafe Camaro, Tony Cook. And if yet to grid in here tonight, starting in the final spot tonight will be the number 23, the Boogeyman, John Michael Bryant. So we look back here to the front of the field, ladies and gentlemen. We got 100 laps of action-packed racing here tonight. Chase Showtime Johnson is your pole leader. Can't wait to get these guys off. And as we always do here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel, make sure you press that follow button. Make sure you press that like button as we take a moment of silence for all the soldiers who have fallen overseas for us. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, as Peter, the pace car, will pull him off for the first time tonight. As we look through some of this field, let's talk about some couple of honorable mentions for the night's race. We look at the number 7 of Travis Wall from Pilsner, South Carolina. coming off a hard-fought battle in the MRL Xfinity Series live here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel 2 Saturdays ago, excuse me. And Nicholas Maynard, the winner of the Xfinity Series at Nashville, looking to make something shake here tonight at the New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Chase Showtime Johnson come up short a couple times this year in multiple different series live here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel, looking to shake out his first win there tonight. Jonathan Smith already locked in here into the Cup Series playoffs, along with Alfonso Claudio, who did not show here tonight as well. We had a beautiful race last time we were here at Texas, and the file was corrupted, but we're here tonight live on the MRL Gen 6 Jerky Turkey 200 from New Hampshire Motor Speedway. It's Showtime. Chase Johnson leads them off from the pole, ladies and gentlemen. We are green from the New Hampshire Motor Speedway. "100 laps in for tonight's event for the Jerky Turkey 200 as Nicholas Maynard will look on the inside of Bobby Kyle early. Chase Showtime Johnson will check out here early at the New Hampshire Motor Speedway, but Nicholas Maynard is looking to make something shake down on the bottom side of the racetrack. Showtime Chase Johnson's going to have somebody to fight. Looks like it's going to be the kid Nicholas Maynard when he gets there, as he's all over the racetrack making something shake early. These guys dive into turn 1 and 2. Chris Knighty on the top side of the racetrack. Overshoots the corner just a little bit. Kevin Tanko's on the bottom side. He'll try to fall back in line behind the number 13 of John Smith. Ladies and gentlemen, John Smith from Goldsboro, North Carolina, owner of the www.napdaddyracing.com. Go there, ladies and gentlemen, for your paint schemes, liveries, patterns, numbers, you name it. John Smith's the guy to go get it. Make sure you find him, hit him up, www.napdaddyracing.com. But right now he's under pressure from the number 4 of Kevin Tanko's on the inside, down the back straightaway. Kevin Tanko's on the inside of the number 13 of Jonathan Smith on the bottom side of the racetrack, trying to make something shake. Ladies and gentlemen, these guys are going to have to keep up with these race cars here tonight under their balance, balancing it from the front to the back, just depending on where your car wants to be. 2 race crews here tonight, top side and the bottom side of the racetrack. Are these drivers going to get down on that apron and try to feed it in a little bit, put some rubber down on the bottom side of the racetrack? As we continue to ride along here, getting ready to come to 5 laps completed here at the New Hampshire Motor Speedway, we continue to look at John Smith and Kevin Tanko's battle it out. Showtime Chase Johnson is out front. He's continued to check out and extend his lead. You see the lead he's got over the 0-2 of Nicholas Maynard. Nicholas Maynard on the top side of the racetrack, trying to make something shake on that wall. We ride on board with the 0-2 of Nicholas Maynard. We'll go through the field on a couple on board, see how these guys are starting to shake out inside their cockpit. See Nicholas Maynard off the gas early, down into the bottom inside of the racetrack. Try not to get up near that wall and slide over. We'll fall back into the field a little further. Number 4 of Kevin Tanko's from Hawthorne, New Jersey. Nice and easy off the corner, riding that bottom line. Kevin Tanko is still trying to chase down the number 13 of Jonathan Smith. 2 Camaros battling it out here 6 laps into the Jerky Turkey 200. As Tony Cook has fallen off the pace. Not sure what's happened to him. Looks like he's fighting some kind of condition on that race car. Doesn't seem to have any apparent front end damage or anything like that. Don't look like he's gotten to the wall. Keep an eye on him. Travis Wall, the 7th place spot, tries to run down the 222 of Chris Knighty. Want to give an honorable mention to Chris Knighty in his MRL Xfinity Series. Chris Knighty gets a little loose off the corner. What a save. As soon as we get ready to brag on him, he pulls out that move. What a slick move from the 222 of Chris Knighty. So we jump back to the front right here. 13 still under attack by the number 4, Kevin Tanko. Showtime Chase Johnson continues to stretch his lead out. 8 laps here in the New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Nicholas Maynard, Kyle, John Smith, and Kevin Tanko's top 5. 9 laps in here at the New Hampshire Motor Speedway, the Jerky Turkey 200 Madness Racing League Gen 6 Series. Showtime Chase Johnson will find it on the middle side of the racetrack, slide up towards the wall, and he'll extend his lead over the 0-2 of Nicholas Maynard. Showtime Chase Johnson comes to the completion of lap number 9, and with that, we'll take our first break here live on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. We got 90 more laps, folks. You don't want to miss it. Stay tuned. And we are back here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel, live from the New Hampshire Motor Speedway in Loudon, New Hampshire. We got 9 drivers battling it out here in the Madness Racing League MRL Gen 6 Jerky Turkey 200. Showtime Chase Johnson has been all business all race. It'll be Showtime Chase Johnson out front. Nicholas Maynard in second, Bobby Kyle in third, John Smith in fourth, and Kevin Tankos in fifth. But we got battle for that third place spot behind Bobby Kyle. Kevin Tankos looks like he's conceded a little bit behind the 13. The 13 will look to the inside of Bobby Kyle. Looks like he'll make the pass on the outside. Bobby Kyle from Arnersville, Georgia. Bobby Kyle in his early 70s out here showing these boys how it's done, running the 4th place spot at New Hampshire. You heard it right, folks. Bobby Kyle in his early 70s out here giving these boys some of the work as he'll fall into the top side of the racetrack. He's got Kevin Tankos all over his back bumper. 14 laps completed in the Jerky Turkey 200. These guys continue the battle off turn 2. Got a spaced out racetrack. We'll fall back through the field a little more. Chris Knighty, after getting loose off turn 4, has fell off a little bit. That might help them on the back end of this run if these guys can keep battling the way that they're battling, burning them tires up. Chris Knighty might have a chance to go run him down. Here comes the 7 of Travis Wall. Pelzer, South Carolina, stand up. Travis Wall has found something in that race car as he's closed the gap up from what was the 3rd place runner, Bobby Kyle. Bobby Kyle will concede to Kevin Tankos and settle in the 5th place spot. Travis Wall not far behind. Kevin Tankos has let John Smith chase that lead out a little further, but guess who they're chasing? You guessed it, Chase Johnson. Showtime from Greer, South Carolina continues to stretch his 3-second gap over the 0-2 of Nicholas Maynard. Not sure if Nicholas Maynard is trying to all he can or trying to save something. We'll see as this run progresses. 16 laps down here in the Jerky Turkey 200. As we ride on board with the number 4 for Hawthorne, New Jersey, 19-year-old Kevin Tankos. And his beautiful Budweiser number 4 Camaro. So you hear him nice and easy into the corner. Staying on the bottom side of the racetrack, trying to get a nice bike corner in. Kevin Tankos told me he felt like if he had a shot to win in this race, it would be sometime on a strategy late in the race. We'll see if he stands by it. Currently right now running on the 4th place spot. Has conceded 2 spots to Jonathan Smith, but Jonathan Smith continues to pull away here, 18 laps in. This has been the battle of the night. Looks like John Michael Bryant will finally get out of the garage and we'll get that race car started. Somebody tell your mom's favorite driver is back out on the racetrack. Sounded like he had some engine troubles before the race started. Wasn't able to come out to the grid and start at first. But John Michael Bryant has got that race car nice and started. It looks like it's going to handle nice and well for him. It's right on board with the boogeyman. See what he got. John Michael Bryant, his J Money since 23 Ford Mustang out of turn 4 for the first time tonight. 19 laps in, completing his first lap that race car. Looks like it's going to be able to do something in the meantime. But in the meanwhile, can Nicholas Maynard chase down Chase Johnson from Greer, South Carolina? We are 20 laps in to the MRL Jerky Turkey 200 live here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Make sure you press that follow button. Make sure you spam the likes. Make sure you comment in the chat if you want to join this league or any league that's shown here on the MRL, on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Excuse me. Make sure you go ahead and comment. We'll get you guys added in. Free to join, free to race league. As Chase Johnson gets a little loose off turn 4. 21 laps down, the Jerky Turkey 200. We'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you real back for the Gen 6 Jerky Turkey 200. Bobby Kyle will concede the spot to number 7 of Travis Wall from Pilser, South Carolina. And Travis Wall will just pull away from the 777 of Bobby Kyle. Chase Johnson continues the lead. 22 laps in here at the New Hampshire Motor Speedway. The MRL's Kyle Larson is putting on a Kyle Larson type performance here right now, as he stretched it out to a 3.5 second gap over the 0-2 of Nicholas Maynard. Both of these drivers don't seem to be struggling with much here. We're going to have another battle between the number 13 and number 4 of Kevin Tankos, as John Smith will not concede his spot to the number 4, Kevin Tankos. Ladies and gentlemen, we've yet to have a caution free here. 23 laps into a 100-lap event tonight, live on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. If you look and you found it, this is the place to be. It's a 777 of Bobby Kyle down the back straightaway. Kevin Tankos looks like he's getting ready to get busy with John Smith off turn 4. Kevin Tankos gets a little loose. John Michael Bryant still trailing behind. That hasn't fell a lap down to the leader further than what he's already got, but Tony Cook, he's the last person on the lead lap. Not far behind him is John Michael Bryant, starting to run him down. Tony Cook just trying not to get lapped here in this first segment, along with Chris Knighty. We got a little loose on lap 12 and found himself lost behind the rest of the field as he travels down the back straightaway. Kevin Tankos, as we looked in at turn 1 and 2, is putting it on the inside of the number 13 of Jonathan Smith. Can Hawthorne's New Jersey's Kevin Tankos power past the 13 of John Smith from Goldsboro, North Carolina. These guys are having a battle. It's all about consistency. How many times can you constantly hit the same mark over and over and over here at the tricky, lousy, I call it, Loudon Motor Speedway in New Hampshire? Tonight's trophy is a lobster, ladies and gentlemen. A lobster at a racetrack. You've never seen it before. We should give these guys a turkey as we're just now approaching days away from Thanksgiving. I hope you guys are all thankful and have a blessed Thanksgiving. Enjoy it with your family. Just like you're enjoying what you're seeing on your screen here live on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. You're watching the Jerky Turkey 200 for the New Hampshire Motor Speedway and the Madness Racing League Gen 6 Series. It's John Smith and Kevin Tankos, continue to battle each other down. Nicholas Maynard trying to run down the number 78 of Showtime Chase Johnson, who's done just that. Put on a show. 28 laps down. See if we can ride on board with the race leader, Showtime Chase Johnson from Greer, South Carolina. See his hands nice and smooth, putting the power down the back straightaway. Listen to that puppy roar. Roll in the corner nice and easy. Showtime Chase Johnson able to just power right out of the corner. We look back here, Kevin Tankos and John Smith, well, like they will concede their battle to one another. Chris Knighty and Tony Cook continue to ride in the back of the field. John Michael Bryant, 10 laps down after having trouble in the garage trying to get that race car started. He's back out on the racetrack. Travis Wall in the 5th place spot. Bobby Kyle in the 6th place spot. We're 29 laps down in the Jerky Turkey 200. And this action has been absolutely astounding. These guys have yet to have a caution. These tires have got to be roasted. Bobby Kyle will proceed to make it through the middle side of the racetrack. It'll work for him. Kevin Tanko's on the top side of the racetrack. I mean, Travis Wall, excuse me, on the top side of the racetrack. He'll make that work. Trying to run down Kevin Tanko's and John Smith. And these two gentlemen have been battling back and forth for the last, 20 laps or so. Trying to exchange and make something work. Kevin Tanko's all over the back bumper of the number 13. Getting that number 13 of Jonathan Smith. Pull away and get some fresh air and just concedes the spot and try to chase down Nicholas Maynard, who proceeds to run 2nd place behind Showtime Chase Johnson. Showtime Chase Johnson. And the caution is out, ladies and gentlemen. We'll have to back that ass up. What has happened? Who has damage, folks? We have to go back and take a look. Will it be Nick? Well, that's going to be number 02 of Nicholas Maynard, possibly. As he has somehow found his way behind John Michael Bryant. Let's back that ass up, see what we can see as the caution flag has flown 32 laps in. It looks like, oh, it'll be John Michael Bryant, the boogeyman. Oh, no, somebody go tell your mom her favorite driver just spun out on his own off turn 4. Let's back that ass up. Let's get a nice view as John Michael Bryant gets turned around off turn 4, loses control. One of the two. Let's take a look. Keeps it off the wall. The boogeyman will back it up one more time. We'll get a better angle. See if we can't ride on board with the boogeyman of John Michael Bryant. Kind of see what happened inside of that race car. Did he just give it a little too much gas or overcook the corner? We'll take a look inside of that cockpit with John Michael Bryant. Let's take a look. John Michael Bryant locks it down, keeps it off the wall. What an excellent save from the boogeyman. John Michael Bryant spins 31 laps in to the Jerky Turkey 200. We are under caution. So we'll catch back up here to these guys live behind the pace car. There we are. John Michael Bryant goes around, ladies and gentlemen, 32 laps in. And it has been all Showtime Chase Johnson putting on a show is exactly what he does. See if he leads them down pit road here. It'll be Johnson, Maynard, Smith, and Tankos, the top 4 down pit road. Following Travis Walls, we'll follow Showtime Chase Johnson and Nicholas Maynard down pit road. See if they get any kind of adjustments to them race cars. Nicholas Maynard will pull in. His guys will hop the wall. They'll jack up the right side of the race car, pull the right sides off, put them back on. These guys will cross back over. He'll wait to pull the jack. It'll be a 2-tire stop for Nicholas Maynard and a 4-tire stop for Chase Johnson as Chase Johnson's off 2nd. John Smith will be off 3rd. It looks like Kevin Tankos will make it off 4th. And who's going to get the 5th place spot? It looks like it's going to be Travis Wall, 5th off pit road, followed by Bobby Kyle. Chris Knighty, and then Tony Cook. John Michael Bryant will get his lap back on the wave around, but after spinning around, it will not be the lucky dog as intended, so he will have to get a wave around a pit late here. Nicholas Maynard from Wellford, South Carolina, the 22-year-old, is your race leader after taking a 2-tire pit stop. We'll be right back here on the Booty Scoot Racing Channel, 34 laps into the Jerky Turkey 200. Travis Wall will pull back down the pit road. See what he does here. Must have forgot something on the previous pit stop. We'll see what he does here. To jack up the right side of the race car. Change out the right side tires. Must have forgot to put right sides on, or 4 tire stop. Travis Wall must not like what he felt on that race car. John Michael Bryant will catch the back of the pack. Peter, the pace car, leads him down the back stretch. Looks like they're going to be double files. So we're going to take the green flag this time. The lights are off on the pace car. It'll be Nicholas Maynard, your race leader. Showtime Chase Johnson, who's been all business all night on the outside. Tanko's in 3rd. John Smith in 4th. Chris Knighty in 5th. And Bobby Kyle in 6th. As Nicholas Maynard will lead him off turn 4. For the first time tonight as the race leader. We are back green at the New Hampshire Motor Speedway in the Jerky Turkey 200. As Chase Johnson will look to the inside early on the 0-2 of Nicholas Maynard. Nicholas Maynard taken to the top side of the racetrack. Showtime Chase Johnson will stay door to door. Nicholas Maynard down the back straightaway. Nicholas Maynard back on the top side of the racetrack. Chase Johnson on the bottom side of the racetrack. Can Nicholas Maynard put the power down and pull away? Yes, he can. Nicholas Maynard will clear himself as the race leader. Showtime Chase Johnson in 2nd. John Smith in 3rd. Ladies and gentlemen, as we restart the race here after our first caution of the night, these guys know what they need. Fresh tires on these race cars. We got action all over. So we look at the 222 of Chris Knighty. We got loose on lap 12. Lost a little bit of his momentum and lost everybody in front of him. Was a ragdoll all by himself, but he's found himself in the 5th place spot on this restart, trying to chase down the number 4 of Kevin Tanko's. Kevin Tanko's, it's been a familiar sight for him all night. The back end of the number 13 of John Smith. As John Smith will not concede that spot to Kevin Tanko's. Chase Johnson on 4 fresh tires, trying to run down the race leader, Nicholas Maynard, who is taking 2. Nicholas Maynard loose off turn 4. Wellford, South Carolina, the kid Nicholas Maynard was your winner at Nashville 2 weeks ago here live on the Booty Scoot Racing Channel in the MRL Madness Racing League Xfinity Series. If you were here, you've seen it. It was these 2 drivers that you see on your screen. Showtime Chase Johnson battling it out at Nashville with Nicholas Maynard a couple weeks ago, but Chase Johnson's under attack by the number 13 of Jonathan Smith. Chris Knighty continues to run that top side of that racetrack. I think he's found something that he might like. It's John Michael Bryant. Don't forget, folks, it's still 9 laps down having complications getting out of the garage, but he is hawking down the rest of this field, trying to go get it back the natural way. As Showtime Chase Johnson continues to close up the gap on the 0-2 of Nicholas Maynard. Can he get there? Chris Knighty loose again off the racetrack. Chris Knighty again. Troubles off the corner, gets loose. Has to save that race car, and he's found himself in the same spot again. 41 laps into the Jerky Turkey 200, and it's just not been Chris Knighty's night. As we look on board, this is 4 car of Kevin Tanko's from Hawthorne, New Jersey. He's got a fast race car. As he can obviously drive from the top to the bottom side of the racetrack like it's nothing. Just got to save a little bit of something. He's hogging down that 13 of Jonathan Smith. And here it is, folks, the battle for the lead. Showtime Chase Johnson trying to chase down the 0-2 of Nicholas Maynard. We got a battle for the lead. Showtime Chase Johnson and Nicholas Maynard battling it out here for the lead. And the Jerky Turkey 200, the New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Battle for first, battle for second, and third, and fourth back there. We got action all over the racetrack. Chase Johnson trying to work that inside racetrack. Nicholas Maynard will be able to put the power down. You're right on board with the 0-2 of Nicholas Maynard. See what he sees. As he continues to take it to the top side of that racetrack. Nice and easy back at the throttle. Can he put the power down? Gets a little loose off the corner. Down the back straightaway. Chase Johnson will concede into the second place spot behind him and try to save a little something. Chase Johnson moves behind the 0-2 Nicholas Maynard. Will he try that topside racetrack? Nicholas Maynard gets loose out of the corner. Drag stretch down the front stretch. Nicholas Maynard loose. Will he lose the lead to the 78 of Chase Johnson? It looks like it. Can the 0-2 Nicholas Maynard put the power back down on the outside? He'll pull up to the back bumper of the 78 of Chase Johnson. Will Nicholas Maynard do something about it? Nicholas Maynard pulls to the back quarter pedal. The 78 of Showtime Chase Johnson. He'll get a little loose. Can he put the power down? He'll drive it to the back bumper, but he won't be able to pull up to him. Can he get him in one? Nicholas Maynard back down on the bottom side of the racetrack. Chase Johnson into the wall on the top side. Nicholas Maynard loose out of the corner. What a save. You can't say these guys ain't giving it all for you folks here on the Booty Scooter Racing channel. As that'll cost Nicholas Maynard what he did have to chase down the race leader. As we look back on the third place spot of John Smith, that'll be everything he's looking for. Chase Johnson back out front. Chase Johnson out front here in the New Hampshire Motor Speedway, live in the Jerky Turkey 200 on the Booty Scooter Racing Network. Continue to put on his dominating show from Greer, South Carolina. Stand up. Chase Johnson is putting on a show. As John Smith is trying to chase down the 0-2 of Nicholas Maynard down the front stretch across the line. Are we approaching the halfway point here in the MRL Madness Racing League Gen 6 Cup Series Madness Monday nights? Jerky Turkey 200. Nicholas Maynard trying to chase down the race leader, Showtime Chase Johnson. John Smith all over Nicholas Maynard if he could ever get there. See if I can't bring up the pit stop strategy chart. Showtime Chase Johnson with 4 fresh tires found himself back in the race lead. Nicholas Maynard jumped from the 4th place spot up to the lead on a 2-tire call. Looks like it's going to cost him on the back end of this run. He gets a little bit loose again. Hoping and praying for a caution. Can he make something shake? Tony Cook has worked himself up to the 5th place spot, up 3 spots from the previous caution, and he'll go around the number 777 of Bobby Kyle from Honorsville, Georgia. Tony Cook, owner of the Home Run Cafe in Greer, South Carolina, Got the best hot dogs in town. Make sure you go out there and give them a check if you're around town. Chris Knighty has gotten loose twice tonight off turn 4 and has lost the rest of the field. John Michael Bryant, engine troubles early. 10 laps down, is back out on the racetrack. Continues to put in a little bit of work as he rides behind the 7th place driver, the number 7 of Travis Wall. Well, we are 51 laps in here to the Jerky Turkey 200 on the MRL Gen 6 live on the Booty Scoot Racing Network. If you like what you see, double tap that screen, press that follow button. Make sure you're here every week. I mean, these guys give it plenty of content and action here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Make sure you go give us a like and a follow. If you want to race here in one of these leagues provided on the Booty Scoot Racing channel, everything is free to race, free to join. Make sure you drop anything down in the comment section. We'll get you added in. It's Kevin Tankos and John Smith. Looks like they're going to battle it out for the 3rd time here tonight. These two have been putting on a show, while Chase Johnson continues to stink up the show as he's extending his gap out to 1.5 seconds over the 0-2 of Nicholas Maynard. Get a better angle of the field out here. You can kind of see how spaced out everybody is. Kevin Tankos continues to work the bottom side of the racetrack. 54 laps completed here at the New Hampshire Motor Speedway, the Jerky Turkey 200. Travis Wall gets a little loose and will fall behind the number 77 of Bobby Kyle, 77 of Bobby Kyle. Bobby Kyle continues to lose a little ground to the 33 of Tony Cook, Kevin Tankos. Wants to come out of my mouth, we'll talk about him. As these two guys have ran down that 024 Mustang of the kid Nicholas Maynard. And I think the kid has burned up everything he's had trying to chase down Showtime Chase Johnson. We're going to have a battle on our hands for that 2nd place spot, folks. "54 laps completed here at the New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Chase Johnson continues to put on a show here in Loudon. We'll be right back on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Are live back here. Oh, Nicholas Maynard goes around as soon as we come back. Oh, Nicholas Maynard, the caution will fly for the 2nd time tonight. The 0-2 took 2 tires, and it looks like it's going to cost him. Nicholas Maynard goes around. The caution flag will fly. Watch out, Chris Knighty. Let's back that ass up. The 0-2 of Nicholas Maynard goes around. The 2nd caution flag of the night will fly here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel, live in the Madness Racing League Gen 6 Jerky Turkey 200. Couldn't have come back at a better time. As the 0-2 of Nicholas Maynard goes around. Let's see what happened. You be the judge. Pow! Nicholas Maynard. Head on into that wall. We'll back it up one more time. Almost looks like the same thing that happened to the boogeyman John Michael Bryant that brought out the first caution tonight. Just loose off turn 4. An overcorrection. And Nicholas Maynard will put it into the wall. Don't like there was any damage. Let's go one more time. Was right along with Nicholas Maynard. Oh, he almost saves that race car. Locks it up. The number 13 of Jonathan Smith will get around it. Let's back it up one more time. We'll get an onboard camera with the kid. See what he's seen. see his hands just busy in there. Locks that race car down. Doesn't look like there's any much damage on it, if any. Check the suspension, a little bit on the left rear. But Nicholas Maynard looks like he will be able to roll away from this accident. Caution flag is in the air on lap 57 of the MRL Gen 6 Jerky Turkey 200. Live on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. If you found it, it's right here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Make sure you press that follow button, press that like button. It's the kid Nicholas Maynard, the 02 Ford Mustang from Welford, South Carolina. Goes around, the caution flag is out. Caution flag is flown for the second time tonight. Chase Showtime Johnson will lead him down pit road. Kevin Tankos will stay out. John Smith will follow behind the number 78 of Showtime Chase Johnson. Tony Cook in the third spot on pit road. Bobby Kyle right behind him along with Nicholas Maynard, who just spun out. Go down there with Chase Johnson and he pulls into his pit box for the first time tonight. Hits guys will hop the wall. They'll jack up the right side of that race car. They'll pull the right side tires off the race car, put brand new fresh right side rubber on. They'll jump over to the left side of the race car. They'll jack the left side of the race car up. They'll pull off those nasty old Goodyear tires. They'll put on some fresh brand new Goodyear rubber. Chase Johnson will lead them on pit road, lead them off pit road. Kevin Tankos, ladies and gentlemen, will stay out along with the number 7 of Travis Wall from Pelzer, South Carolina. Welford, not from Welford, but from Pelzer, South Carolina, excuse me. Carolina guys all over the place. Kevin Tankos from Hawthorne, New Jersey is the race leader. What an interesting call. Not taking anything there. With 40 laps remaining in the Jerky Turkey 200, it's going to have guys like Showtime Chase Johnson, who's put on a show right there on his back bumper. John Smith, who's been battling out all night with Kevin Tankos. So I know Kevin Tankos' tires are trashed. We are 60 laps completed here at the MRL Gen 6 Jerky Turkey 200. Kevin Tankos is your leader. Travis Wall in second. Showtime Chase Johnson in third. John Smith in fourth. And Tony Cook rounds out the top 5. We'll be right back on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Booty Scoot Racing channel live on TikTok. Kevin Tankos has made a bold pit strategy and has decided to stay out on old tires here at the New Hampshire Motor Speedway live from the MRL Jerky Turkey 200. Travis Wall will be on the outside. Showtime Chase Johnson, who has dominated the night's race, leading almost every lap that Nicholas Maynard has not led. John Smith will be in the 4th place spot. Tony Cook will round out the top 5. Bobby Kyle in 5th. Nicholas Maynard in 6th, who just brought out the caution. Kevin Tankos will bring him to the restart zone. And we will fire off for the second time tonight here for the New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Kevin Tankos is off. Showtime Chase Johnson's going to be right there on his ass in. Here comes Travis Wall for the first time tonight. Tony Cook on the bottom side of the racetrack. Tony Cook and Mustang Diaz are 4 wide on the backstretch, 3 wide down the backstretch. Tony Cook has put that race car in places it don't need to be, but he has found himself in the 3rd place spot. Has been quiet all night. And that Greer, South Carolina Home Run Cafe machine is on a move. John Smith will concede in the 4th place spot. Bobby Kyle in the 5th place spot. Showtime Chase Johnson makes the pass on Kevin Tankos for the lead. Familiar sight tonight. Showtime Chase Johnson back out front in the New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Kevin Tankos probably going to end up regretting that pit strategy call and not take those tires. Tony Cook, whatever he's done to his race car, everybody else wants to know too. They didn't want it. Bobby Kyle finds himself in the top 5 as well, trying to make something shake here in the MRL Gen 6 Cup Series and score some points. Top 5 paid out to the drivers. Points paid out to the drivers. Excuse me. We got a battle back here, it looks like. Nicholas Maynard. And the number 23 of John Michael Bryant. 8 laps down. Battling it out. John Michael Bryant, the boogeyman, is not going to cut any of these guys a break. He's here to race. He doesn't matter if he's a lap down or not. Nicholas Maynard will pull the inside of the 23 of John Michael Bryant. They'll drag race into turn 1. John Michael Bryant looks like he'll hit the brake a little early, but gas it up late. Nicholas Maynard on the inside of John Michael Bryant. They're battling off turn 2. Looks like Nicholas Maynard will pass the number 23 of John Michael Bryant. John Michael Bryant will concede and pull to the middle side of the racetrack. Nicholas Maynard brought out that last caution. Don't seem to be affecting his car any. Showtime Chase Johnson continues to lead in the Jerky Turkey 200, stretching that gap out over Tony Cook by 2 seconds. It'll be Johnson, Cook, Tanko, Smith, and Bobby Kyle rounding out the top 5, 66 laps down in the Gen 6 Jerky Turkey 200. Travis Wall gets a little loose off turn 2 back there. Will lose the pack a little bit at a time drafting. Not much of a factor here, but it will bring you a little speed as Jonathan Smith leading this line of cars. Tony Cook will continue to separate himself from them, trying to run down the race leader of Showtime Chase Johnson. Tony Cook giving it everything he's got. These guys go single file. Chris Knighty will go where he's been all night. That's the top side of the racetrack. Nicholas Maynard will go to the bottom side. Looking to the inside of the number 777 of Bobby Kyle. Nicholas Maynard on the run. Nicholas Maynard, drives it down into turn 1 deep. Will slide up in front of the 777 of Bobby Kyle, Kevin Tankos, and Chris Knighty. What a move by the 02 of Nicholas Maynard. After spinning out, bringing out the previous caution, will make a bold move out of turn 2 to find himself in the 4th place spot. You got to move, you got to go now. Showtime Chase Johnson continues to pull away. These guys are still door-to-door battling it out into turn 1 and 2 here at the New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Kevin Tankos up the racetrack on the wall. Kevin Tankos just probably regretting not taking any tires there on that previous caution, trying to make something shake with a pit strategy. Like I said earlier in tonight's broadcast, we talked to him before the race. He said he felt like his only chance was to win on a strategy, as this was not one of his biggest, best efforts at these tracks. And a mile length or shorter, he's not a short track racer. Hawthorne's, New Jersey. Kevin Tankos is just fell back in the pack here. Travis Wall as well. But all night it's been the same guy, and that's Showtime Chase Johnson. He continues to stretch that lead over of Tony Cook by 3 seconds, down on the apron trying to make something shake. These guys are not trying to give an inch to each other. Bobby Kyle, we mentioned earlier tonight, from Monroeville, Georgia, 70+ years old, out here showing these boys how it's done. Currently riding in the 5th place spot. Behind him is the 23 car of John Michael Bryant, who is 9 laps down after having engine troubles tonight. So the next position, I should say, behind the 777 of Bobby Kyle will be the 222 of Chris Knighty, who's fought some. Oh, there he's loose again. He's fought some tight handling race car conditions. Chris Knighty on the inside of Kevin Tango's, who would just concede the spot after not taking any tires. Bobby Kyle to John Michael Bryant. All over the back bumper. Can John Michael Bryant make something shake? Trying to get to the front and get a lap back. John Michael Bryant on the inside of the 777 of Bobby Kyle. Still drag, stretch down the front. Drag, race down the front stretch. Excuse me. John Michael Bryant dives into turn 1. Had to correct that race car. Bobby Kyle will put the power down on the middle side of the racetrack. He'll drive right by the 23 of John Michael Bryant. Not much action anyplace else. Nicholas Maynard makes that crazy move for the 4th place spot. That's where he's set. John Smith still rides in the 3rd place spot, trying to run down to 33 of Tony Cook, who just can't seem to put something together to catch the race leader, Showtime Chase Johnson. 75 laps left. 75 laps completed of the Jerky Turkey 200 live on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. We'll take another break. We'll be right back. Chase Showtime Johnson is your race leader. Welcome back to the Booty Scoot Racing channel, live from the New Hampshire Motor Speedway in Loudoun County. As you look along the 777 of Bobby Kyle and Chris Knighty, absolutely putting on a show for you folks. Artersville, Georgia and Indiana battling it out here. Bobby Kyle sending it right back down to the bottom side of the racetrack on the inside of the 222, but he'll concede. Showtime Chase Johnson continues, stretches lead out over the number 13 of John Smith, who will finally get around the 33 of Greer, South Carolina's Tony Cook. The kid Nicholas Maynard continues to ride on the top side of the racetrack, trying to put something together and go run down these 2 guys in front of him. As you see his hands getting busy. Brought out the previous caution. Bobby Kyle still trying to run down Chris Knighty, but it don't look like he'll be able to do it. 23 laps to go in the Jerky Turkey 200 live on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. If you're looking for it, you found it right here. Go ahead and press that follow button. Double tap that screen. Press that like button. Go ahead and give us a follow if you want to join. Everything here shown on the Booty Scoot Racing channel is free to join, free to race. Make sure you guys get out there, as these guys have put on an absolute show for you folks here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Bobby Kyle could not seem to run down Chris Knighty. Chris Knighty continues to roll away from him. Nicholas Maynard on the top side of that racetrack trying to run down Tony Cook. Showtime Chase Johnson putting on a show. It's what he does best. From Greer, South Carolina, Showtime Chase Johnson down on the bottom apron, trying to put some rubber down there. His car seems to be hooking up. He knows something that nobody else does, but nobody else can see him for them to know. It's John Smith. Has just looked at the back bumper of it all day long. Looks like we're going to have a battle on our hands. John Michael Bryant into the wall. So is Nicholas Maynard. These 2 guys are throwing haymakers at each other. 20 laps to go in the MRL Gen 6 Jerky Turkey 200. So we got a spaced out field. The caution will fly. Have to go check that out. What happened, ladies and gentlemen? Bobby Kyle will bring out the caution for the 3rd time tonight. Artersville, Georgia. Bobby Kyle. What happened, ladies and gentlemen? Don't tell me turn 4 has caught another victim, folks. And it looks like it has. It'll be the 70-plus-year-old Bobby Kyle from Arnoldsville, Georgia, getting loose off the corner and going around, bringing out the third caution of the night in the Jerky Turkey 200. That turn 4 has caught 4 victims tonight. John Michael Bryant, Nicholas Maynard, and now the 777 of Bobby Kyle. As Bobby Kyle will park that thing on the bottom side of the racetrack, try to get it turned around. We'll back up one more time. As Bobby Kyle, trust me, has plenty of experience being his age. Loses a little bit of control. He only believes to tell you that these track conditions are just constantly changing. Bobby Kyle able to lock it down and keep it out of the wall. He said he'll back that race car up. And the caution flag will fly in the Jerky Turkey 200 in the MRL Madness Racing League Gen 6 Cup Series live on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Look at these guys caught back up to behind the pace car. Like it'll be Showtime Chase Johnson, your race leader. Still tonight, followed by John Smith, Tony Cook, Nicholas Maynard, and Chris Knighty. Who's going to come down pit road if they have any tires left? Or will Showtime Chase Johnson be able to hold on for the final time? Hopefully tonight, 20 laps to go. We'll be right back on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. You don't want to miss a thing. Look on pit road here. Kevin Tankos will go down pit road and throw on right side tires on his race car along with Nicholas Maynard. Nicholas Maynard will be off pit road. Kevin Tankos looks like he'll sit there and get the gas tank a little full. Hawthorne, New Jersey. The 19-year-old is off pit road. Showtime Chase Johnson, your leader. 19 laps to go in the Jerky Turkey 200. We'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. 18 laps remain here in the MRL Gen 6 Jerky Turkey 200. I want to go ahead and say happy Thanksgiving to everybody. We will or will not be live Thursday night here for the top side. No, the I-85 late model stock series that's typically ran on Thursday nights. Not sure if we're going to be able to participate in that this week as I will be out of town. But this Saturday night, the MRL Madness Racing League Xfinity Series does take on the Atlanta Motor Speedway in their throwback race. You don't want to miss it live here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. The kid Nicholas Maynard you seen last time here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Take that Booty Scoot Racing machine. Proud carrier of the Booty Scoot Racing channel and his Maynard Motors Ford Mustang. He's seen him take his Toyota Supra in the Xfinity Series straight to victory lane at Nashville with the win over Showtime Chase Johnson. But tonight it's been all but Nicholas Maynard and all Showtime Chase Johnson. As Chase Johnson will pull behind Peter the pace car, and they'll double file it back through the field. Showtime Chase Johnson is your race leader. Do a field update. Showtime Chase Johnson. John Smith on the outside in the second place spot. It'll be Tony Cook in the fourth place spot. Chris Knighty spun out almost twice tonight. We've seen him, finds himself with a chance to win it here late. In the fourth place spot, Bobby Kyle brings out the caution, finds himself in the fifth place spot. Travis Wall goes and gets some damage done, fixed, and he finds himself in the sixth place spot. Kevin Tankos on 2 fresh tires. Can he do it? Said he was going to have a chance if he could get a strategy call in along with Nicholas Maynard on 2 tires as well. Can these guys get in the front? Showtime Chase Johnson and John Smith will lead them off. Showtime Chase Johnson fires off first. He'll pull up to the top side of the racetrack, diving into turn 1. John Smith will stay on the top side of the racetrack. Here comes Tony Cook. He's looking to feed. Bobby Kyle on the outside of number 33 here of Tony Cook as they dive into turn 3 on the restart. 16 laps remain in the Jerky Turkey 200 Madness Racing League Gen 6 Cup Series. Bobby Kyle on the top side, Nicholas Maynard on the bottom side of the racetrack. Kevin Tankos and Nicholas Maynard on the 2 fresh tires, trying to put some work through the field, and they're battling with the 777 and Bobby Kyle move to the top side of the racetrack. And these two dudes will fly by Bobby Kyle down the back straightaway. Kevin Tankos and Nicholas Maynard on a mission. Chase Showtime Johnson out front. John Smith in second. Chris Knighty in third. Chris Knighty gets a little loose. Here comes Tony Cook. These guys have turned the notches up 12, and I love it. We got battle action all over the racetrack. The 2 tire guys battling door to door off turn 2. 14 laps remain in the Jerky Turkey 200. Kevin Tankos pulls in front of the 02 of Nicholas Maynard on the 2 fresh tires, trying to run down the 222 of Chris Knighty. Showtime Chase Johnson's just got to keep doing what he's done all night long and drive the absolute you-know-what out of that race car to take it to the blimp cam for the first time tonight. Showtime Chase Johnson leads over everybody else. Tony Cook, Chris Knighty, and Kevin Tankos battling down the back straightaway. Kevin Tankos will power past Tony Cook in his 33 Home Run Cafe machine. Here comes Nicholas Maynard in the 02. Can he get a little traction, put the power down? Kevin Tankos powers past everybody off turn 4. Showtime Chase Johnson stretches his lead out a little bit further. Over to 13 of John Smith will ride on board for 12 laps remain. Jerky Turkey 200. Can Chase Johnson lock himself into the MRL playoffs with a win here at Loudon? Right before Thanksgiving, are you thankful? You better run, Showtime Chase Johnson. Kevin Tankos is on a mission up to the 3rd place spot. Can Kevin Tankos get there? 12 laps remain. As you see the other contestant on 2 tires, Nicholas Maynard, stuck behind the 33 of Tony Cook, can't go nowhere. Nicholas Maynard will try to power past Tony Cook on the outside, and he can't do it down the back straightaway. 11 laps remain. Tony Cook gets a little loose. Nicholas Maynard pull it to the back bumper, give him a little shot, move him up the racetrack. Nicholas Maynard up to the 4th place spot. What a move by Nicholas Maynard on them 2 fresh tires. He'll go back to the top side of the racetrack, put the power down and try to drive off. Can he do it? He sure will. Showtime Chase Johnson. 10 laps remains for Showtime. Can he lock himself into the playoffs? Greer, South Carolina, stand up. 9 laps remain in the Jerky Turkey 200. Live here on the Booty Scoot Racing Channel. We'll take one final break for non-stop action when we return. You don't want to miss. Welcome back to the Booty Scoot Racing Channel, live from the New Hampshire Motor Speedway for the Jerky Turkey 200. We got 8 laps to go here in the MRL Gen 6 Cup Series. That's the Madness Racing League. Live here on the Booty Scoot Racing Channel, you are looking in at Kevin Tankos, who took 2 tires on the previous caution, trying to run down Showtime Chase Johnson. Showtime Chase Johnson, 7 laps remain. Can he lock himself in? And we got battles all over this racetrack. Chris Knighty has just made a pass on Tony Cook for the 5th place spot. Nicholas Maynard trying to run away from him in the 4th place spot. We'll do one final rundown. It'll be Showtime, Chase Johnson, Kevin Tankos in 2nd, John Smith in 3rd, Nicholas Maynard in 4th, and Chris Knighty in 5th. Tony Cook in the 6th place spot, Bobby Kyle in the 7th place spot, Travis Wall in the 8th place spot, John Michael Bryant on pit road. Engine troubles again. They're side by side for the lead. Showtime, Chase Johnson, 6 laps remains in the Jerky Turkey 200, trying to lock himself in as he is under attack. Nicholas Maynard's in the wall. Showtime, Chase Johnson trying to lock himself into the MRL playoffs. He's dominated the night, under attack by Kevin Tankos on 2 tires, who's also trying to lock himself in door to door off turn 4. Very similar resemblance to real life. Kevin Harvick powering in a New Hampshire win around Kyle Busch. I remember it. But Kevin Tankos was going to have to fight hard around Showtime Chase Johnson down the back straightaway. Showtime Chase Johnson putting in absolute work on the inside of that Chevy Camaro, trying to get it home to a win. He's dominated all night off turn 4, put the power down. Kevin Tankos on the inside. These 2 guys keep playing the way they're doing. John Smith says he's got something to say about it, and he's locked in. Showtime Chase Johnson trying to win. Kevin Tankos on the inside. Who's going to put the power down? What a battle here in the Jerky Turkey 200. Kevin Tankos and Showtime Chase Johnson battle it out. 4 laps remain. Showtime Chase Johnson will get up the hill a little bit off turn 4. He'll bring it down to the door. Keep Kevin Tankos where he's got to run hard. Showtime Chase Johnson down the front stretch, side by side. 3 laps remain in the Jerky Turkey 200. Madness Racing lead. Kevin Tankos on the apron. Showtime Chase Johnson not giving an inch. These 2 guys battling it out. Showtime Chase Johnson's hands busy through the windshield. You see it. What an absolute battle from these 2 guys. Showtime Chase Johnson loose off the Corvette. Kevin Tankos will have the lead. 2 laps to go in the Jerky Turkey 200. Showtime Chase Johnson's going to have to be perfect, where he's going to have to use the bumper down on the apron. Trying to make something work. 2 laps to go. You see how much it means. Hawthorne, New Jersey, stand up. Kevin Tankos on a 2-tower pit strategy call. Saves the set. Can he lock himself in? White flag is in the air. Showtime Chase Johnson's going to have a miracle under attack. John Smith is looking for the 2nd place spot. Will Showtime Chase Johnson put the bumper to Kevin Tankos if he can get there? Kevin Tankos down the backstretch for the final time tonight, diving into turn 3. Can Showtime Chase Johnson get there? It don't look like you can. Kevin Tankos will come out of turn 4 and win the Jerky Turkey 200. Kevin Tankos, ladies and gentlemen. What an absolute beautiful pit strategy call to come back and win it. 2 tires, wins it for the Budweiser number 4. Kevin Tankos, the 19-year-old from Hawthorne, New Jersey, has just locked himself into the MRL Gen 6 Cup Series playoffs with a win here at the Jerky Turkey 200 at the New Hampshire Motor Speedway. And he'll go to victory lane and exchange that lobster for a turkey. Ladies and gentlemen, Kevin Tankos, your race winner. Kevin Tankos burns it down here. The New Hampshire Motor Speedway will turn it back around for the folks in the stands to put it up against the wall. And burn that puppy down. We're pull up tonight's final race results. Kevin Tankos and his Rush Motorsports number 4 Budweiser Chevy Camaro is the race winner. Showtime Chase Johnson and his Chase Johnson Racing Motorsports machine. Oh man, that's a tough loss to swallow. Leading 82 laps here tonight. Just not able to pull out the victory. And that's another heartbreaker for the number 78 of Showtime Chase Johnson. Just coming up short again here in the Jerky Turkey 200. Rounding out the 3rd place spot, driving the number 13 Elite Southern Motorsports machine of Jonathan Smith, Had something late there for him, was hoping for some contact. We didn't see much tonight. Him and Kevin Tankos battling it out lap after lap, but it was Jonathan Smith winning those battles, but it was Kevin Tankos winning the war. The kid, Nicholas Maynard, and the Booty Scoot Racing machine takes a 2-tire stop early, leads some laps, but it costs him on the end. As he goes around about 50 laps in, brings out the caution, and just never had anything after the fact. The number 33 Home Run Cafe machine of Tony Cook comes home in the top 5 position. Solid night from Tony Cook tonight. I'm just sitting here trying to put words together for some of these guys' performances, as we've had action-packed racing all night, all around the racetrack. Can't complain about any of it. Chris Knighty in the Triple Deuce brings it home in his Ford's Racing machine in the 6th place spot. Seen him get loose several times tonight off turn 2, twice I believe. But he was able to will it home to the 6th place spot. Had a shot for it there late on the race restart, but just had no tires to get going. Bobby Kyle in the 777 BKM Racing machine goes around late, brings out the caution. Chase Showtime Johnson did not want to see. And Bobby Kyle will bring it home in the 7th place spot. Travis Wall in the number 7 Radius Racing machine brings it home in the number 8 spot. Not much to say from Travis tonight. Kept it quiet, kept it clean. John Michael Bryant, the Boogeyman J Money Motorsports machine, number 23, finishes 28 laps down. Didn't get on the racetrack till 10 laps in after engine troubles. Found those engine troubles again with the fuel pump issue. Late with about 8 laps to go. Back behind the wall again. Will finish 28 laps down. Again, ladies and gentlemen, Kevin Tankos, your race winner, takes a 4-tire stop with 20 laps to go and drives through the field. Was able to chase down Showtime Chase Johnson. And just a heartbreaker for Showtime Chase Johnson, as he'll try to lock himself in 2 weeks, ladies and gentlemen, at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. We'll be back in the Carolinas for the Carolina boys. So hopefully they can make something shake. Till then, ladies and gentlemen, Hawthorne, New Jersey's Kevin Tanko wins the Jerky Turkey 200 at the New Hampshire Motor Speedway, live here on the Booty Scoot Racing Network. Want to say a happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Make sure you tune in Saturday night right here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. We will have the Madness Racing League MRL Xfinity Series from the Atlanta Motor Speedway at night throwback race. You don't want to miss it. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in on the TikTok. If you want to join, everything is free to join, free to race, previewed here on the Booty Scoot Racing Network. Shoot us a DM. We'll get you signed up as whatever you may please. Again, folks, have a happy, merry Thanksgiving. Thank you for watching.